favorite poems is Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold. The sea is calm tonight, the tide is full, the moon lies fair upon the straits. On the French coast, the light gleams and is gone. The cliffs of England stand glimmering and vast out in the tranquil bay. Come to the window, sweet is the night air. Only from the long line of spray where the ebb meets the moon-blanched sand, listen. You hear the grating roar of pebbles which the waves suck back and fling at their return up the high strand, begin and cease, and then again begin with tremulous cadence slow, and bring the eternal note of sadness in. Sophocles long ago heard it on the Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. We find also in the sound a thought, hearing it by this distant northern sea. The sea of faith was once too at the full and round earth's shore, lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled. But now I only hear its melancholy, long, withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind down the vast edges, drear and naked shingles of the world. Ah, love, let us be true to one another. For the world, which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. And we are here as on a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night. The first time I ever heard this poem, I was a freshman in an English class in college, and I think what I love most about the poem is, even before we started to really talk about it and analyze it, is just the way that it sounds. And I think to me so much of a great poem is about how it sounds. And Matthew Arnold, I think, has such a gift for being able to choose just the right word and string all the right words together so that it creates this incredible sound that mimics the actual sound of waves. So you get the rhythm and the cadence of like the rise and fall of the tide and the ebb and flow. A good example would be when he says, begin and cease, and then again begin with tremulous cadence slow. You can just feel it, and it almost, you get the sense that you're almost right there on the beach in Dover, hearing the water. And also, he has a great ability to choose words that either make you say it more slowly or make you speed up, so that again he builds in this rhythm that mimics the water. And a good example of that would be, but now I only hear its melancholy, long, withdrawing roar. No matter how fast you try to say that, you just cannot say that line very fast. And then after that you say, retreating to the breath of the night wind. So he makes you, draw it out, and you get that feeling again like the water is, coming in and then going back out. And then there's so many things I could say because I really love this poem, but I want to keep this short. So the last thing would be just the theme of the poem, talking about faith and the need to find or keep faith in the modern world. And when he says at the beginning of the last stanza, ah, love, let us be true to one another. I think even though he wrote this back in the 1800s, it's still so relevant. It still speaks to people today who are reading it, because just when you think about, just listening to the news, reading the newspaper, the stories that you hear of things that are frightening or make you uncertain or shake your faith, I think that a universal, timeless theme that people need is to find that one true love, to find that one person who, no matter how false you may feel the world is, that you can count on them to be true, and you can count on that love to bring you faith again. And so I guess that's just a couple of the many reasons why I love Dover Beach.